Iceland it is. Let's do it.
Let's back this shit. Let's get it going.
So, just getting home. We went out and just got some food for lunch, but we also just kind of took a drive. So we drove through a little bit around in Mass. We went up through Rentham into like this loop and stuff, and Logan fell asleep in the car, but he's kind of grouchy, so he's watching some TV now, relaxing. Caitlin's also having like an anxiety thing, so she's really anxious right now, so she's also laying down. But yeah, so today's pretty chill. I got the kitties giving me loves, watching me talk to the camera. Today's pretty chill day, to be honest. There's not too much going on. So a little bad news. We were supposed to be doing this 24-hour live stream, which we did before. We're going to do it again for 24 hours straight without sleeping. And that was going to be this upcoming Saturday on the weekend, but it had to get postponed. We're going to have to reschedule it because one of the people that we were doing it with can't make it. So we're going to have to come up with another day. So we'll probably do like a short live or something instead, but that's kind of a bummer, especially with the whole COVID thing. Like, we're kind of looking for things to mix up the day. But in this vlog, I've got two different things I'm going to reveal to you guys. One of them, if you pay attention to my community tab feed with photos, then you're going to know. The other one is about the secret new weapon, if you will, for filmmaking. Something that's really budget friendly and everything. And I'm going to show you guys quick in this video, in this vlog, but I'll probably get into a separate video into detail of what it's actually capable of, because it's such an amazing tool. And it's something that pretty much almost all filmmakers should have. So it's really awesome. So we'll get into that in a little while. I'm going to see what's going on with Caitlin. Caitlin, you feeling any better?
No.
Still taking it easy?
Yeah.
Okay. What you doing, buddy? So here's another hint. If you followed my community tab and checked out photos, you would know that we actually bought a motorcycle. So I'm going to go downstairs and actually show you guys the first footage on the camera of the bike. It's a little bit of a mess right now. Alright guys, so I just took a shower, and go figure, I come outside and it looks like it's starting to rain. Story of my life. But I did want to show you guys the first thing that we just bought. Me and Caitlin just got ourselves a new toy. And it's going to be part of the channel soon. You guys are going to see it on a bunch of different trips and stuff. So without further ado, let me show you what we got. So, as you've probably seen if you follow the community tab, we bought a motorcycle. So I'm really excited about this. We got to get plates on it still and everything, but this is going to be awesome. It's a V-Star 1100. So this thing is going to be really good for cruising around town, as well as for taking bigger trips. We have plenty of storage. It's got the whole bags on the side. We have another bag that comes off the back. So we can take some pretty long rides with this thing. I'm pretty excited. And you guys are going to be able to see some moto vlogging and a lot more travel with us. Because obviously a bike you can park anywhere and it's a lot better on gas. Just trying to get the plates on right now, which is a problem because of the whole COVID thing with the DMV being closed. So I'm waiting for that to open back up, and then we'll start riding as soon as we possibly can. But I'll try to give you guys some B-roll shots of the bike now. Alright, Caitlin, what do you think about this?
I'm pretty excited about it. A lot of awesome trips are going to be taken on this bad boy. We've been talking about getting a motorcycle for, like, I don't know, a couple months now. Just, like, inspiration from, like, Potato Jet and other YouTubers. Yeah, I'm psyched to see where this brings us. There's going to be a lot of, like, vlogs with traveling on this. A lot of GoPro shots and stuff like that. So, yeah, I'm hyped. Alright, guys, so earlier, Rob had mentioned that I was having a little anxiety. I wouldn't say a little anxiety, more like a lot of anxiety where I need to like lay down and go decompress. But I'm going to go upstairs and go talk to you guys about what I do to help cope with that and what triggers me into that. So I'll see you guys upstairs.
All right, so it just came back up from showing you guys the bike. I wanted to show you, me and Caitlin wanted to show you guys the new toy, because that's going to be awesome for traveling and stuff, and we're going to rig it out with camera stuff and everything, so we'll be able to do a lot of YouTube content on the go. It's going to be awesome. But I want to show you guys the tool now I was talking about earlier, which is really good for filmmaking. I hinted in a prior video or a live stream, I forget which, that it was a Ryobi tool. And it is. This is, if you're not familiar with the company Ryobi, they make these. These are like batteries. They're lithium-ion batteries that they use for their tool system. I think it's exclusive to Home Depot, I'm not sure. But yeah, they make tools that run off these lithium-ion batteries, and they recently came out with a tool, as far as I know it's recent anyway, I just came across it, that is awesome for YouTubers or filmmakers. Really more YouTubers, but it's still really cool. So the batteries are, you know, got a little bit heft to them, but you can buy a bunch of these and you have them lying around. They charge up in less than an hour. And this is the new tool. So this is Ryobi, it's an inverter. They have two different styles. This is the smaller one, so it runs 150 watts. And they have another one that runs up to 300 watts. And basically how it works is you plug in your battery, just like a drill, and now you have a wall outlet that powers off these lithium-ion batteries that you can use in the field. And you can also check the status of your battery to see how well it's charged. You don't even have to have it plugged in for that. So here's another one here. It seems like a really simple function, but being able to check to see if something's charged really quick is really nice. If you're used to using like MPF batteries and things like that, you know that you have to check them. They're never charged. They discharge really fast and they take a long time to recharge. So we use that with the external monitors and things like that. There are some LED lights you can get that are powered off those MPF batteries, but they suck because the batteries suck. To recharge one of those bigger MPF batteries takes hours and hours and hours, and they don't even last that long. So something like this, I can plug in a battery. This particular one is 3 amp hours, and you can get them in 2 amp hours, 6 amp hours, 8 amp hours. You can get them in different capacities, so depending on what you need it for. Obviously, it's going to take a little bit longer for the bigger ones to charge, but this is a 3 amp hour battery, and it takes less than an hour to charge, and it charges fast. And you can obviously with the indicator tell it's charged. But the reason I got this is so we can use lights and other things in the field that need a regular traditional wall outlet. So I can actually power my camera and my external monitor off of this. And we tried it for a few hours and it didn't even go down at all. So I know it can run the Sony a7 III with a 7-inch external monitor for quite a while. So I basically won't have to use MPF batteries anymore, which is awesome. It's not that heavy. It's about as heavy as a drill battery because the actual inverter doesn't weigh anything. And I just kind of put a little hook thing on it here, like a little cable, so that way when I use it to power a light, if it's on a light stand, I can just hang it on the light stand, and it's a really small, lightweight option. You could still pick up the light moving around. So if you're using something like an aperture lights do have battery options, but they're huge power sources, and they're heavy, they're complicated with a bunch of wires. This is something that's really simple for smaller lights. You can run up to 150 watts on this one. The bigger one can run up to 300, but basically you just plug your light into it, turn it on, and it's good to go. It turns green, and it'll power whatever you plug into it. I have a little TV that's right here. This is probably like a 19-inch TV. It can run that. It can run these. So we usually use RGB lights, but typically in the field we're using like accent lighting for RGB lights, not really like lighting up a whole area. And we use the Bowling P1s for that. And they're little 10 or 13 watt lights. They do run for a couple hours, but they're small pocket lights. They're not going to run for like a really long time. If you want something that's going to light up a huge area, you need a bigger light. So I do have these, which is I made a separate video on. It's a 60 watt RGB light. It's really high power, and it's also waterproof, so it's great for being in the field. But the problem is, you normally need a wall outlet to plug this thing in. And the cable's kind of short, so I usually use extension cables and stuff. But you can now power these in the field. So we have really high power RGB lights for really cheap. These are really affordable. I think you can get them for like $30 each for the 60 watts. They're impressive. I paid $60, I got 2 of them, so yeah. But you can plug multiple of these in off this one thing and use them in the field. So I'll give you an example here. You got a little 3-way splitter, and now you've got 3 outlets. You can plug it in, and it's good to go. All you do is turn on the little inverter, and turn the light on. Bam! So now you've got power that you can use in the field. We can light up an area if we're doing like a music video or something. You can do anything we want on the go. It's also got enough power to power the Godox SL light. On 100%, it did kind of drain a little quicker. So after like 15 minutes or so, I did notice it went down a notch on the power grid thing on the battery indicator. But if you have usually a light like that with a big box, you want it really low anyway, especially if you're using RGBs or anything else. You don't want it, it's just kind of like to fill in the light and get a little bit of catch light. So if you lower it to 50% power, I think we did the math out when we did a test, and it would run over an hour at 50% off one of these batteries. They also sell bigger batteries, so if you want to run it longer or at a higher power, like you can do that. What are you guys doing?
We're hanging out.
You guys are hanging out?
Yeah.
You hanging out? Yeah.
Where's baby?
Oh, where's your baby rock?
Oh no! Go ahead, get baby.
You want to come over here and show the camera?
Go ahead, show them.
Come show the camera. Hold it up.
Whip.
Hold it up. Show them. You gotta hold it in your hand.
Go like this. See, look at baby. Okay guys, so I had mentioned that I was having some anxiety today, and I wouldn't say that it was some anxiety. It was definitely enough anxiety to make me turn beet red in the face while we were driving around in the car and feel like my face was pins and needles, and that I was gonna pass out. So a lot of that was triggered by thinking about COVID-19, getting sick, dying, not being able to travel, not being able to achieve all the things that we wanted to do this year. And like a small dose of it was body dysmorphia, because I went to put on a skirt today that I already knew I've never fit into it. It's like definitely way too small, but I can't get it past my butt. So I was like, oh my god, I'm getting so fat. And I only feel that way because of being quarantined and not being able to go outside as much as we used to. Another percentage of that was literally being like, well, Rob's going down a road. I don't know where the fuck we are right now. And then with all of that other things going on in my head and like making things bigger than they need to be, then I'm like, oh my god, I don't know where I am. I don't have my inhaler. I don't have my EpiPen. I don't have this. What if I'm just having an asthma attack? Oh my god, what am I going to do? Like, it just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Ways that I cope with that is shocks to your system. So I had Rob roll down his window, I rolled down my window, and the cold air helps. It kind of helps like reset your body a little bit. If you can like jump in a cold shower or bite into a lemon a lot of the times, that will like jump your body and shock your system to be like, holy fuck, let's just be normal. But obviously I didn't have a lemon on hand. So I came home and I took a nap. But that's not healthy. I don't recommend, like, if you have anxiety, just come home and take a nap. You need to address the situation and work through it. Usually, another thing that I do is, like, go outside. Haven't been able to go outside lately, like, because of quarantine. We're not allowed to go to the places that we're usually allowed to go to, which fucking sucks. And also, like, you guys know that Rob and I, like, weather doesn't usually stop us from creating or going outside in general. Like, we'll go stand out in the fucking snow and film a video for like 2 hours until our hands will fall off. But lately, because we're quarantined, the weather's been just constantly shitty. Like, it's been rain, it's been wind, it's been gray, it's been dull. The sun comes out like fucking once a day, like barely. Like, we get to kind of see the sunset, like right now it's out. Yeah, it's honestly starting to be like emotionally draining. This is 2 months now in quarantine. So I just want to reach out to everybody and, you know, spill my guts out there and just like let you know you're not alone. I know a lot of people are feeling this way right now. Like, we kind of just have like this weird purgatory feeling where we're like, what's our sense of purpose right now? Like, other than laying in bed and watching TikTok videos, like, guilty as charged. Not healthy. Like, but we're all gonna get through this. We're all gonna still do the things that we wanted to do. The bands that we want to see are gonna start touring, like, in, you know, maybe a year. We're all gonna get to travel and do all the things that we had planned in the past. I know that Rob and I just bought a motorcycle, and a part of 2020 was supposed to be travel vlogs and seeing the redwoods and going to Portland, Maine, or going to Niagara Falls, or just picking up and going and staying in an Airbnb. Like, that was supposed to be this year. So it sucks that that's put on hold right now, but we're all going to get through this, and everybody is going to get to do all those things that they want to do. And just remember, don't make the situation bigger than what it is, and just take 1 minute at a time, because that's all we can all do right now. There's no point in working ourselves up and like I did, being like, oh my god, I'm going to die, everything's over, the world ended. It's not worth it. That's not a good way to cope. So I figured, again, I'll just reiterate, spilled my guts out there to you guys. If anybody else is feeling that way, which I'm sure a bunch of people are, comment down below. Let's talk about how you cope with things. What do you do? What's your daily grind? What does your day look like? I know ours is just YouTube and fast food. But yeah, I appreciate you guys listening. I'm going to go check in with Bear and Rob, and I'll see you guys in a bit.
Alright guys, so it's actually the next morning. I just got out of the shower and get dressed, and I'm actually going to head out and get something to eat. But I completely forgot to close out this vlog, so I'm going to end it here. And we should be doing another one soon, so stay tuned for that. But if you guys like what you're seeing, hit the like and subscribe button. I know it's a little bit boring in the sense that we have the whole COVID-19 thing going on, but we got a lot more content coming out soon. We're going to go back to photo shoots very soon as this whole lift thing happens in Rhode Island. So stay tuned, and we'll see you guys back here for more content shortly.